It's time to start your day with the First Cup Morning Show.
Serving up a warm cup of good news, positivity, and uplifting messages.
And now, here's your host,
Our dad,
Joshua Kangley.
Good morning and welcome to the First Cup Morning Show. I'm Josh Kangley, your first cup to start off the week. And you know what? There's no better way to start it off with some good news. And we will get to the good news of the week in just a bit. But first, let's start off with a quote. And this quote comes from Helen Keller. There is no lovelier way to thank God for your sight than by giving a helping hand to someone in the dark. And you know, that is a quote that has really stuck with me through the years. Helen Keller herself lived in literal darkness, yet she saw the world more clear than most of us ever will. And what she's saying there is a reminder that gratitude is best expressed through action. It's not just saying thank you for what we have, it's using what we have to lift someone else. And the truth is, we've all been in the dark at some point, confused, hurting, unsure of the next step, until someone, somewhere, reached out and helped us find our footing again. And that is what being human is all about, passing that light along. And maybe that's the challenge for us this week, to notice someone who could use a little of your light. It doesn't have to be big. A kind word, a message, a bit of patience. It all counts. Because in the end, helping someone out of their darkness is how we really see the beauty of our own light. And now let's go to the Did You Know? Did you know on this day, October 20th, in 1930, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes premiered on NBC Radio with William Gillette in the role of Holmes. And the first episode was called The Adventure of the Speckled Band. I love little pieces of history like that because think of this, the 1930s NBC Radio. The idea that back then families would gather around their radios, not their phones, not their TVs, and listen to stories unfold through nothing but voices, sound effects, and imagination. There's something special about that. It reminds us that curiosity and creativity really don't need fancy technology. They just need a spark, a story well told, a mystery waiting to be solved, a moment that makes us lean in a little closer. And maybe this week, that's something we can take with us. The reminder to keep that sense of wonder alive, to be curious again, ask questions, notice the details in life the way Sherlock Holmes did, because the more we pay attention, the more beauty we find in the everyday, whether it's a story, a conversation, or just a quiet morning cup of coffee. There's always a little mystery waiting to be uncovered if we're willing to look for it. Nowadays, there is a national day every day for everything, right? Well, according to nationaldaycalendar.com, October 20th is National Chicken and Waffles Day, founded in 2021 by Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. Savory and sweet collide for a soulful celebration of flavor on October 20th as we celebrate National Chicken and Waffles Day. Imagine a world where ingredients of every spice and spirit find their way into the honeycombs of thick and crispy waffles. Well, that day has arrived. From Los Angeles to New York City, this quintessential meal of the rural South made a slow migration to the urban communities to the north and west. But odd as it seems, chicken and waffles have been around for more than 150 years. And while no one knows who first put chicken and waffles on the same plate together, we do know the meal was a staple of both African American cooks and the Pennsylvania Dutch. Part breakfast, part supper, everyone can enjoy chicken and waffles at any time of the day. The meal also serves up some hearty combinations. Our only limit is our imaginations. not only does Chicken and Waffles Day bring together two food groups, but it also unites others. For example, friends and families, communities and organizations, and multiple generations. And now it's time for some animal fun facts.
Today's animal is the giant panda. Did you know newborn pandas are extremely tiny, weighing just 3 to 7 ounces?
Did you know pandas must eat around 26 pounds of bamboo per day to keep their energy levels up?
Let's get to the good news of the week. And this good news headline comes from sunnyskies.com. Connecticut Movie Theater gives people with disabilities a starring role on and off the screen. A Connecticut movie theater is proving that everyone deserves a chance to shine. The Prospector Theater, founded 10 years ago by Valerie Jensen, was built on a mission to create meaningful employment for people with disabilities. Valerie, inspired by her sister with Down syndrome, wanted to change how the world sees ability, and she's done just that. At the Prospector, employees are called prospects, and each one is encouraged to find and share their unique, quote, sparkle, their individual talents and passions. Whether it's working the box office, serving popcorn, ushering guests, or keeping the theater spotless, every prospect plays an important part in making movie magic. But the opportunities don't stop there. The theater's production team, made up entirely of prospects, creates all the pre-show videos, marketing materials, and social media content that help bring the theater's story to life. For Stephanie Schultz, who suffered a severe brain injury in a car accident 18 years ago, the theater has been life-changing. Fighting back tears, she shared, "The fact that I feel useful and able and appreciated, it's really a special place." Since opening its doors in 2014, the Prospector has employed more than 300 prospects, sold over 1 million tickets, and paid $35 million in wages, with approximately 75% of its workforce self-identifying with a disability. What a great story, right? And you know, what really stands out to me about that story isn't just the numbers. They're impressive. It's the feeling behind them. You see, the Prospector Theater isn't just giving people jobs. It's giving people a place where they're seen, valued, and part of something bigger than themselves. That's belonging, not just being present, but being needed. And we all crave that in some way, don't we? To wake up in the morning and know that who we are matters, that our effort, our presence, our quote, sparkle, as they call it, makes a difference. Valerie built more than just a theater. She built a reminder that when we give people the chance to shine, the whole room gets brighter. And I think that's something that we can all carry with us this week. Maybe it's in how we speak to someone who feels overlooked, or how we remind our kids, our coworkers, our friends, that what they bring to the world is enough, that they belong. Because belonging isn't a privilege, it's a light. And when we help someone find theirs, we end up finding a little more of our own. That was today's good news. I hope you enjoyed it. And you know what? If you have some good news wherever you are and want to share that, I would love to hear it. Please email me at admin@guidinglights.org. That's admin@guidinglights.org. And for more positivity, good news, and uplifting messages, you can always go to guidinglights.org. That's www.guidinglights.org. And before we go today and start our week, I'd like to leave you with a little dad joke, because who doesn't love dad jokes? So here it goes. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Get it? He was outstanding in his field. Okay, well, you're welcome for that. And please feel free to share that joke with your coworkers. That's going to wrap up the show today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week. I challenge you to be the reason someone smiles this week. And please don't let the mainstream media fool you. There's good news happening all the time. Until next time, my friends, I'll talk to you later.